Okay, for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So hello, everyone. Before we start today, I wanted to acknowledge with respect the Indigenous peoples and communities whose historical relationships with the land continue to this day and on whose traditional territories our work takes place. My name is Autumn Sipus. I am the project coordinator with the Canadian Coalition for Green Healthcare. And on behalf of the coalition and our sponsors, I would like to welcome you to the 2022 Green Hospital Scorecard Awards presentation. Throughout the webinar, please use the chat function for any technical issues you may be experiencing. Use the Q&A function for any questions you have regarding the presentation. And I will be answering questions at the end of the presentation today. We will also be recording this webinar, which will be sent to all registrants and will be available on our website and YouTube channel at a later time. So first off today, I would like to extend a big thank you to Health Canada for their partnership and support of the Green Hospital Scorecard in this past year. They've really helped us to work on the evolution of the scorecard, and we're looking forward to what the future of our partnership looks like in terms of expanding the scorecard nationally or more nationally and all that good stuff. So we're looking forward to that, and we'll be providing updates in the new year. I would also like to extend a thank you to all of our sponsors today who will be helping us present the awards. We've had really great relationships with all of these outstanding companies, and we're grateful to have them here today. So here's just kind of our agenda today. I'm going to show you guys our scorecard timeline this past year. I'm going to give a bit of an overview of the scorecard. And then we're going to get into the awards, our Green Hospital of the Year, Energy Efficiency, Water Excellence, Waste Management, Pollution Prevention, and Leadership Awards. There's also going to be a presentation by Woodstock Hospital, and I'm also going to be giving you guys a rundown of some outstanding hospitals as well and the actions that they're doing. And then we'll have Q&A as well. So as for the scorecard timeline, we did our data call in March 2023, and we were a little bit behind in terms of our call for data due to COVID and entering in our partnership with Health Canada and all that. So we did our call for 2021 data. So it was the 2022 GHS calling for 2021 data. In November, the scorecard data call closed at the end of July in 2023. Then we did our analysis and we're able to distribute the scorecards in November. And then now we're in December when presenting our awards. And then in January is when we will be releasing our 2022 GHS report. So a brief overview, for those of you who don't know, the Green Hospital Scorecard is the only comprehensive healthcare environmental performance benchmarking tool in Canada, measuring energy conservation, water conservation, waste management and recycling, corporate commitment, and pollution prevention. In 2013, the Ontario Hospital Association developed and administered the GHS through the Green Hospital Champion Fund and supportive funding from the Ministry of Consumer and Government Services. That program ended in early 2016, and after an internal review, the OHA decided to seek an appropriate organization to assume the ongoing operation of the GHS. And as a historic collaborator, they passed it on to the coalition. So there are 10 sections of the survey now, but only 5 of these sections are actually weighted towards the final scores, that being the designations of bronze, silver, and gold. The other sections do not contribute to the final score, but are very important for our GHS sector report. So those are the sections on food, transportation, climate change, and anesthetic gases. So the 5 sections that we are weighed into the final score have the distribution that you see on the right. So the most influential being energy at 40%, and then leadership 20%, water and waste at 15% each, and then policy and planning or pollution prevention for 10%. So this is our distribution of participants for the 2022 GHS by peer group. So we had 43 academic participants, 24 community participants, 11 non-acute, and 3 small, for a total of 81 participants. So you can see this is fairly in line with previous years. While we have seen a reduction in small, as well as community a bit, everything else is pretty consistent over the years. In terms of our provincial distribution, we have a very high amount of participants from Ontario. And as I said, this was taken over from the Ontario Hospital Association. So this is really thanks, or is due in part to the commitment of our hospital, or our Ontario hospitals, year over year, which is really fantastic. But we are starting to see more of an increase and a diversity in our participants. So we're very thankful for our BC, Alberta, and Manitoba hospitals. And we hope to continue to see an increase in diversity of national participation in the coming years, especially with our new partnership with Health Canada. Okay, so now I am going to hand things off to our Executive Director, Miles Sargent, to introduce our sponsors and get us started with the awards. Take it away, Miles.
All right, welcome everyone, and this is a very exciting day on the Coalition calendar. I'm actually really excited to see who the winners are. I've purposely not looked to see that yet, so it's exciting for me as well. And welcome everyone who's both watching live and future viewers. I also want to say a special thanks to Autumn, who does an incredible amount of work putting this day together. I can tell from all the emails she gets, especially in the last couple of weeks. Thank you again to all the hospitals who participated, big and small. And thanks, of course, to our sponsors who you're going to meet today, who are handpicked by us because of their commitment to environmental sustainability. We can all actually learn things from our sponsors in terms of the kind of commitment they have to environmental sustainability. So I would now like to welcome a representative of TRANE, T-R-A-N-E, to present the Green Hospital of the Year Award. With the focus on environmentally responsible healthcare, this award aligns with TRANE's purpose to challenge what is possible for a sustainable world. In fact, through their actions and the work they continue to do with their clients, TRANE believes that they will be a major force in reducing the energy intensity of the world. Here to present the award is Luis Rodriguez, who is the General Manager of Comprehensive Energy and Infrastructure Solutions. Luis is no stranger to many of you in healthcare in Canada, as he spent most of his career helping hospitals to reduce their energy consumption and improving their facilities. Thank you, Luis and TRANE, for sponsoring this award, our biggest award, and being here to present to our award winners. Luis.
Thank you, Miles, and good afternoon, everyone. And for those of you in Western Canada, good morning. It's indeed a pleasure for me to have the opportunity to announce this year's award recipients. And on behalf of TRANE, I want to congratulate each and every one of you for your leadership with regards to such an important global concern, of course, the environment. As the Green Hospital Scorecard program's most prestigious award, as Miles indicated, winners of the Green Hospital of the Year Award have demonstrated exemplary achievements in the main scorecard categories, which include energy, water, waste, pollution prevention, and leadership. The work done by these organizations shows a great strides towards the coalition's goal of an environmentally sustainable healthcare system. So a drum roll, this year's winners are, first of all, from British Columbia, Sechelt Hospital of Vancouver Coastal Health. Congratulations to the team in BC. Number 2, we have Humber River Hospital, part of Humber River Health in Ontario. And congratulations to the team. And then Baycrest Hospital, also in Ontario. Congratulations to all of you as well. And the fourth and final recipient of the award is Four Counties Health Services Middlesex Hospital Alliance, also located in Ontario. Congratulations to all of you. We'd also like to extend honorable mention to the following hospitals for the remarkable successes that they have achieved. And I'll start with Cambridge Memorial Hospital in Ontario. Congratulations to you. West Lincoln Memorial Hospital, part of Hamilton Health Sciences Centre in Ontario. St. Joseph's Care Group, also in Ontario. And last but not least, Strathroy Middlesex General Hospital, Middlesex Hospital Alliance, also located in southwestern Ontario. So I'd like to take the opportunity to again congratulate all of the award winners and those with honorable mention. Again, we at Train are really proud to support and present this award. Please accept our sincere congratulations on your outstanding achievements.
All right, thank you very much, Louis, and congratulations to all the winners of the Green Hospital of the Year Award. And next, we will talk about the Energy Efficiency Award. I will now welcome a representative of Shift Energy to present the Energy Efficiency Award. Shift Energy was born from the increasing urgency to cut both the costs of energy and greenhouse gas emissions from major buildings, such as hospitals. Their AI-powered energy intelligence platform automatically optimizes the performance of heating and cooling systems, also known as HVAC, which is often the most energy-intensive aspect of any building's operations. Here to present the award for energy efficiency is Daryl Leto, Vice President of Sales and Sales Engineering. Thank you, Daryl and Shift Energy, for sponsoring this award and being here to present to our award winners. Daryl.
Thank you, Miles. As Miles said, my name's Daryl Leto. I oversee sales and sales engineering at Shift Energy. And on behalf of the Coalition Shift Energy, I'm happy to announce this year's Energy Efficiency Award winners. Non-renewable energy sources release greenhouse gas emissions, polluting our environment and furthering the climate crisis. There are many ways health facilities can reduce their energy usage. Some new technologies for energy efficiency and conservation implemented by the Green Hospital Scorecard participants include LED lighting upgrades, installation of energy efficient chillers, implementation of motion light sensors, and heat recovery systems. The Energy Efficiency Award winners have shown tremendous efforts towards energy use reduction and energy efficiency, an essential part of our work towards achieving a sustainable health system for all Canadians. Without further ado, the winners are Kootenay Lake Hospital, Interior Health, BC, Tech Acute Care Centre, Provincial Health Services Authority, BC, and West Park Health Centre in Ontario. So congratulations. We would also like to extend honorable mentions to the following hospitals: Sechelt Hospital, Vancouver Coastal Health in BC, Parkwood Institute, Finch Family Medical Health Care Building, St. Joseph Healthcare in London, Ontario. We also want to recognize the Brock Farney Pavilion, Provincial Healthcare BC, a long-term care home, for their excellent efforts to reduce their energy usage. And that's it. Congratulations.
All right, thank you very much, Daryl, and we're moving right along. This moves faster than the Oscars, doesn't it? So thank you, or congrats to the Energy Efficiency Award winners. And now we are going to do the Water Excellence Awards. So I will now welcome a representative of Roche to present the Water Excellence Awards. Throughout their 125-year history, Roche has grown into one of the world's largest biotech companies, as well as a leading provider of in vitro diagnostics and a global supplier of transformative, innovative solutions across major disease areas. As a global healthcare company, Roche has a deep understanding of and a commitment to sustainable policies and practices. As such, Roche ranked as one of the top 3 most sustainable healthcare companies in the Dow Jones Sustainability Indices. And I invite you all to check out the Dow Jones Sustainability Indices, which have been around for about 20 years. And they established that for the 13th year running. So congratulations to Roche on that. Here to present the award for water excellence is Antonin Caron, Chief Principal and Quebec Regional Lead. Thank you, Antonin and Roche, for sponsoring this award and being here to present to our award winners. Antonin.
Thank you very much, Miles, for the introduction. So it's an honor for me to be here personally in representing our organization, so Roche Diagnostics, part of the Roche group. So on behalf of the coalition and our organization, I'm happy to announce this year's Water Excellence Award winners. So the winners of this award have demonstrated significant water use reduction at their facilities. Water-saving techniques are important as they divert less water away from our lakes, rivers, and bays and estuaries, helping keep our environment healthy. This also helped to reduce the amount of energy needed to treat, pump, and also heat water. So the winners of this year are Northumberland Hills Hospital in Ontario, the Hospital for Sick Children in Ontario, Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital in Ontario, and last but not least, Four Counties Health Services, Middlesex Hospital Alliance in Ontario. And we will also like to extend honorable mentions to the following hospitals for their great contribution: Woodstock General Hospital in Ontario, Mount Sinai Hospital, Sinai Health System, Ontario, Haute-Azure Grace Healthcare in Ontario, and last but not least, Strathroy Middlesex General Hospital, Middlesex Hospital Alliance in Ontario. So again, congratulations to all the winners. Miles, over to you.
All right. Thank you, Antonin, and congrats to all the Water Excellence Award winners. Next, I will now welcome a representative of Ecotex to present the Waste Management Award. Ecotex provides healthcare linen services and aims to make health more comfortable and sustainable. Ecotex provides both the reprocessing of hospital linens as well as supplying the textiles used by their customers. Ecotex has developed and brought to market many innovative reusable healthcare textile solutions designed to enhance safety, comfort, and sustainability. Here to present the award for waste management is Brian Barch, President and soon-to-be Chief Executive Officer of Ecotex. Thank you, Brian and Ecotex, for sponsoring this award and being here to present to our award winners. Brian.
Thanks, Miles. So as Miles said, my name is Brian Barch, President and soon-to-be CEO of Ecotex Healthcare Laundry Service. So on behalf of the coalition and Ecotex, I'm very pleased to announce this year's Waste Management Award winners. Waste management, including the reduction and diversion from landfills, is essential to prevent pollution and reduce greenhouse gas emissions, preserve natural resources, protect wildlife, and reduce potential health risks caused by pollution and contamination. The Waste Management Award winners have shown great strides in waste management reduction and diversion. The Green Hospital Scorecard survey provides hospitals with an opportunity to list waste streams, helping sites to see the rate of recycling and the amount of waste that's been diverted from landfill. in fitting with what our business is, which is reusables. Pleased to announce that the award winners this year are the Northumberland Hills Hospital in Ontario, Montfort Hospital in Ontario, Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital in Ontario, and then an honorable, so congrats to every one of the waste management winners. And the honorable mentions for St. Peter's Hospital, Hamilton Health Sciences in Ontario, Hospital for the Sick Children in Ontario, and West Park Healthcare Center in Ontario. So congratulations to the winners and those with honorable mention.
All right. Thank you, Brian, and congrats to all the Waste Management Award winners, and pleased to see that my own hospital, St. Peter's, was in the mix there. That's very exciting. So next, I will welcome a representative of GE Healthcare to present the Pollution Prevention Award. GE Healthcare began the journey as an independent, publicly listed company in January of 2023. With the purpose of creating a world where healthcare has no limits. Building a patient-focused organization is firmly rooted in their history of delivering innovative solutions to advance healthcare with a long-standing commitment to sustainability. Their efforts to address climate change includes having reduced their operational greenhouse gas emissions by 27% since 2019. That's certainly something we could all be striving for. This is in line with their goal to reduce Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions by 50% by the year 2030 and achieve net zero by 2050. Here to present the award for pollution prevention is Luke Crucial, Commercial Manager of GE Healthcare. Thank you, Luke and GE Healthcare, for sponsoring this award and being here to present to our award winners. Luke.
Thank you, Miles, for the nice introduction. Appreciate that. GE Healthcare, I think that we're probably most recent additions of support that we've done with the Canadian Coalition for Green Healthcare. Like, we started this relationship about 2 or 3 years ago, and it was great to actually find a partner across Canada that we can work with and to make sure we communicate the way we can improve the environment and the impact that we're making on greenhouse emissions. So as Miles said, my name is Luke Rochelle. I'm the commercial manager for GE Healthcare Pharmaceutical Diagnostics. And on behalf of the Coalition and GE Healthcare, I'm happy to announce this year's Pollution Prevention Award winners. The pollution prevention score is determined by whether or not a site has policies, targets, and action plans for environmentally preferable purchasing, toxins management, and sustainable construction renovation. Our winners have provided evidence of having policies, targets, and action plans for most, if not all, of these categories, demonstrating their organizational commitment to pollution prevention. So with that, it gives me a pleasure to announce the winners. Okay, so the winners are Markham Stouffville Hospital, Oak Valley Health in Ontario, Unity Health, Toronto, Ontario, West Park Healthcare Center, Ontario. So congratulations to the winners. And then the honorable mentions: Northumberland Hills Hospital in Ontario, the Hospital for Sick Children in Ontario, as well as Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital in Ontario. And obviously, Northumberland, as well as Hospital for Sick Children, they had the award for the water conservation. So congratulations about the honorable mention. So congratulations to the winners, as well as honorable mentions when it comes to the Pollution Prevention Award. Thank you.
All right, and thank you, Luke, and congrats to all the Pollution Prevention Award winners. And next, moving right along, I will now welcome a representative of Better Battery to present the Leadership Award. Better Battery developed the first ever certified carbon neutral batteries with a seamless recycling program, which not only makes the process of ordering, receiving, and disposing of alkaline batteries easier for healthcare facilities, but also makes a big difference for our planet. They are committed to operating within a sustainable business model and believe that a circular economy is necessary to ensure our future. And I think they're based out of Barrie. I'll leave that for Jacqueline. Here to present the award for leadership is Jacqueline Biles, co-founder. Thank you, Jacqueline and Better Battery, for sponsoring this award and being here to present to our award winners. Jacqueline.
So, as Madam mentioned, my name is Jonathan Biles, one of the co-founders of Better Battery. And on behalf of the Coalition and Better Battery Co., I'm happy to announce this year's Leadership Award winners. Leadership Award winners have a corporately recognized mandate or commitment, an executive champion accountable for the hospital's overall environmental strategy, a green team, staff engagement, and outreach programming for energy conservation, water conservation, waste management, and green events. Sustainability leadership within an organization is an essential part of the road to a resilient, sustainable, and low carbon health facility. As can be seen by the many winners in this category, sustainable leadership activities are increasing. And we are excited to congratulate the following winners in this category: Peterborough Regional Health Center, Northumberland Hills Hospital, University Health Network, Unity Health Toronto, the Hospital for Sick Children, Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital, Bridgepoint Hospital, Sinai Health System, and West Park Healthcare Center. Congratulations to all of those organizations. And we'd also like to extend an honorable mention to the following hospitals: Markham Stouffville Hospital and Tech Acute Care Center, Provincial Health Services Authority, BC. So congratulations to all of the winners and the honorable mentions. And thank you very much for allowing me to present this award.
Thank you, Jacqueline. And congratulations again to all the winners. And that, I believe, ends the awards section. So thank you again to all our sponsors for joining us today to present our 2022 Green Hospital Scorecard Award winners. And congratulations to all the winning hospitals for their outstanding achievements. I would now like to welcome Woodstock Hospital to share some of their innovative solutions and exciting actions they have taken on their road to sustainability. Presenting on behalf of Woodstock is Chris Marion, Director of Capital Projects. Hi, Chris. Geez, I haven't seen you in a while, Chris.
How's it going, Miles?
Good, good. So take it away.
All right, just gonna share our screen real quickly. Perfect. So Woodstock Hospital really believes sustainability should be incorporated into our hospital's culture. We really do see a correlation between a healthy building and healthy patients. We think it's important that hospitals are embedded into our community. As such, we need to be community leaders to show them the way forward and how we can put environmental measures into how we do our business. So today, to give you a quick little agenda we'll speak to. So we're going to be talking about our solar project that we did at our medical building, our electric car chargers, our parking lot expansion, and then go into some of our waste diversion strategies that we've implemented at our hospital. So starting with our solar, we originally wanted to do a FIT contract, about 700 kilowatts for the hospital. Unfortunately, our FIT contract was canceled, so we had to move into a net metering project. So we're able to do 135 kilowatts of solar net metering for our medical professional building. This is approximately about 50% of the power needs for this building. As we approached the project, one of the things we noticed about solar, especially roof-mounted solar, is with your parapets, most people don't even know that you're producing renewable energy in the building. So one of the innovative ideas we had was, can we incorporate the solar into the building's architecture? So we were able to actually incorporate the solar into the fascia of the building, which allowed the general public to see the solar as they're passing by the hospital and the medical building. The other thing that we really want to do is engage with the community. So we decided that if we provided signage as well as TVs, that as people come to the building, they can see in real time the production of the solar and maybe understand how solar works, so we can inform the general community of what we're doing so that they can make informed decisions with their own homes or businesses as well. And we think this is a really important aspect of the hospital being a community member, is to explain to them what we're doing with our taxpayer money and why. Moving on to our next project is that we're always looking for future. So I think one of the things with solar, you never know when there's funding opportunities. So we have future plans right now to how we could expand another 400 kilowatts solar at the hospital. So if there is ever an opportunity, we have plans ready to go to expand. We're looking at doing some carports, some ground mounted solar, and strategically in our projects, we're always looking to put extra conduits in the ground, again, to make these projects more affordable and easier to execute. One of the other projects we've implemented was car chargers, which I imagine most hospitals have done. We've installed 23 level 2 car chargers at our hospital. Again, similar to our solar, we created signage by our car chargers explaining to our staff, visitors, and the public why we're installing car chargers at the hospital and explaining some of the benefits of electric vehicles. When we did this project, we were able to take some of the capital funding that we received for the project and invest it in the infrastructure. So we have about 600 volts at 400 amps to our main parking lot, with the ability to double our EV capacity in the future if we see a demand for these chargers. It will also serve potentially as a point of connection for future solar projects if we do so. So again, that we have that capital investment in the infrastructure and that location now in place with that project. So moving forward to one of our recent projects we did was a parking lot. Parking lot seems kind of a boring, easy project, but we wanted to think, how could we as a hospital incorporate sustainability into this parking lot? So at the very beginning of this, we actually hired an ecologist to work with us to see what we can do from the plants in this project. One of the ideas that came up was a rain garden. So rather than taking stormwater away from this parking lot and putting it onto the city, can we use it locally and absorb it on site? So we created a central rain garden in this parking lot, which became a focal point where we have native indigenous plant species that are growing in here. And again, instead of sending the water away, we're able to absorb it locally on site. The ecologist also worked with us on finding native indigenous trees, as well as creating a meadow area around this parking lot. Again, this helps with pollinators, birds, and butterflies. Now, this is something that we've pulled from our base design of the hospital. So we do have wildflower meadows throughout our property. They're also in clear sight of our chemotherapy and dialysis areas where patients can view these flowers. We've had numerous comments about the birds, butterflies, rabbits, and the flowers themselves that patients can see while they're receiving treatment. Again, we believe this is kind of creating a place of respite, a healing environment for our patients. And I think it's something that's not always talked about, but creating biodiversity on your site, I think, is very important, and trying to put in native indigenous plant species back where you can kind of contribute your land back to its natural state and contribute to the biodiversity that you're creating around the hospital, which I think is a very important piece. I'm going to let Ryan talk about some of our waste strategies we've implemented at the hospital.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. So back in 2014, the hospital conducted a waste audit that kind of analyzed the contents of the hospital's disposed waste that had been going to landfill at that time. This kind of helped us to identify areas for reduction of certain items that are going to waste, as well as kind of get a baseline to measure our success against. I think at this time, like the hospital set a goal of 50% waste diversion by 2025. So that's something that we've kind of continually been working towards. As you can see from this baseline audit, like some of the major areas that we realized we could improve upon were organics and plastics, such as like PVC or polypropylene. So kind of to aid in our waste diversion, we implemented first 3-stage organics recycling program. So stage 1 was in the kitchen area. That was followed by the addition of organics bins to communal spaces. Stage 3 is still to be implemented, but that would be at a floor or department level, looking at having organics bins in each staff break area. Yeah, so we also had great success kind of implementing a e-waste program with a local recycler, to the point that in our latest audit, we have nearly 100% of our e-waste being recycled instead of disposed of in landfill. We have also been working with other companies and other hospitals in the area to kind of reuse old items from our hospital on a project by project basis. So a good example of this is in 2021, we had a health records room that we decommissioned, and it had a bunch of the rolling file storage cabinets that you can see on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. We were able to partner with Listowel Wingham Health to send them nearly 100 of these rolling shelving units instead of them being sent to landfill or to recycling. So we've also implemented multiple programs to reduce waste right at the source. One of these programs kind of includes a movement to linen gowns and surgical wraps. So that's helped to eliminate over 4.7 tons of plastic surgical wraps. And we're using over 200,000 of the launderable gowns as opposed to disposable level 2 gowns at the hospital every year. Another major example of source reduction was that over COVID, we faced supply chain issues getting our standard styrofoam cups for patient bedsides. So this kind of presented us with the opportunity to shift over to reusable plastic cups for the patients to use. So that has helped to kind of eliminate over 1 ton of styrofoam. Another opportunity that COVID kind of brought to light was the concept to recycle our PPE through the hospital, which is typically composed of plastic. So we partnered with a local company to recycle items such as masks, shoe covers, hairnets, and plastic sterile wraps. Most municipalities also don't accept PVC into their standard recycling streams. So we partnered with PVC 123 program to recycle almost 1 ton of IV bags, oxygen tubing, and supplies, as well as suction tubing. In the OR, we use single-use instruments for procedures, and that would kind of include ligature, laparoscopic instruments, trocars, and compression devices. So typically in the past, these were thrown away or be incinerated through Daniel Sharp's collection program. We implemented a new Stryker sustainability program, and essentially it will take these units to be reprocessed or rebuilt to be reused in the facility. They can be, it comes with a cost, but from my understanding, the cost to buy them back is less than the initial investment cost. So through these programs, we've actually been able to meet our goal in 2022 for the first time of 50% waste diversion to recycling over landfill. The Green Hospital Scorecard has kind of helped us in keeping up with our numbers each year in terms of waste diversion. It's one of the many reasons that we participated in it each year. So in terms of future opportunities and lessons learned for waste diversion, it's important to educate our frontline staff. Like realistically, our administration team can come up with these ideas, but staff on the floor are the ones that need to implement it. Throughout each of these programs, it requires probably about 6 months of continual staff education and training at a floor level. So it's a heavy time investment, but there's also great reward with it. We also host Earth Day events to kind of create public awareness. A lot of these programs are public facing in terms of like mass recycling or organics. So that's something that we really push at our Earth Day events, as well as audits to aid in continual improvement, in identifying areas that we can improve on going forward. So as you can see here, from our most recent audit, we have a lot of opportunity to look at diversion of rubber, textiles, and continuing to look at more plastic recycling opportunities from the facility. So I just want to open it up if anybody has any questions about anything.
One question, the 1 ton of PVC, was that in a year?
Yes, yeah. So we have had pretty good success with that program, especially IV bags. We get a lot from our dialysis and chemotherapy units, as well as inpatient units. And yes,
How many beds in the hospital?
we have 176 beds.
Wow. So to me, it just seems like a lot for a relatively small hospital. That's incredible. Jacqueline?
Right, amazing. That's some really, really great initiatives. I just wanted to ask quickly if your battery recycling is part of your e-waste program.
Yes, yeah. So we do have battery recycling as well as toner recycling. Yep.
And do you do that through a local organization or on a more broader provincial basis?
We do it through, I believe, a local organization. The company is called Tech Wreckers that we use.
Okay.
They provide us with the data in terms of weights and that sort of thing, of each recycling run that they do. We essentially have a central storage location with Gaylords, that our IT, it's typically our IT team that looks after filling them. And I think it's usually about a 2-month basis that they come and pick that up.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Ryan, can you see the questions in the Q&A there?
I can, yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So first question is, do you know what is being done with your PPE recycling? So I believe that it is ground. I'll let Chris answer because he has a more thorough understanding of it, but I believe that it's recycled into pellets, correct, Chris?
Correct. Yeah, I believe they freeze them and then shatter them and then create them into pellets that they then sell to be reused. Ideally, they want to break up the polypropylene to the polyethylene. So if we can break that up, it's more advisable. Obviously, I think the polypropylene being more valuable to them than the polyethylene, but they do take mixed plastics as well.
All right.
I think that program too, just to note, I think really during COVID, like all hospitals with the masks that everyone had to wear every day, we just saw a big quantity of these ending up in landfill. So we reached out to different community partners. It was actually the organizers of PVC 123 that referred us to this company because we wanted to get creative of how we could divert all these additional PPE that we don't normally consume during the pandemic and recycle them and keep them out of landfill.
Yeah. The next question was, what kind of reusable cups are provided at patient bedside? They're like a gray, sorry, I wish I had a picture, but it's like a mug style cup. So it has a handle. It's a gray plastic. They're washed by our kitchen staff on a daily basis. Essentially, to get into that program throughout COVID, as I mentioned, like there was a supply chain shortage in our styrofoam cups that we had typically been using in the past. So the opportunity kind of presented itself for a better business case to purchase these plastic reusable cups. And that's just through that opportunity, we were able to take advantage of it and move to a fully reusable system.
I think I wanted to add one thing to that. Really, we're talking about source reduction. So I think a lot of times, a lot of people are really reactive to problems. So, you know, if we have all this extra waste, how do we recycle it? Or if you can eliminate the waste from ever accumulating, that's obviously the best strategy. So I think this cup is a good example of one where we eliminated waste completely through a source reduction.
Yeah. Chris, I'll let you answer this next one, but how are you able to get administration on board, in particular regarding to the cost of these programs?
So we complete business cases for each one of the projects. Any of the capital projects, obviously, we're looking at funding. The solar was net metering, so that was based on the payback for the energy that we'd be producing ourselves, and making sure that that payback had a ROI that could be approved by our board. The car chargers, we had WIPSIP funding, which was so much cost per EV. Again, one of the big costs for us was the infrastructure out. So by installing more EVs, we actually were able to put more of that funded capital towards the infrastructure costs to offset the project's total cost.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that question was necessarily like tailored towards the waste diversion side or not, Tyler, but if you can let us know, I'm not sure.
I will say some of the programs did not have a business case, for example, organics. And I think depending on where you live, organics is quite a normal program. Here in Woodstock, curbside organics is not offered. So it's something that we actually had to ship out from our county. So there was additional costs. So sometimes the business case is more about the ethical reasons to do things versus pure money. Those are obviously harder to get approved, but luckily we do have a senior management that does put the environment as a priority, and we are able to get some of these programs approved. Again, presenting the reasons why, and then getting the capital or the increase in our operating budget approved.
All right. Which one? Bobby and Vari?
Yeah. So our glass bottle is generally preferred from a waste management perspective versus number 5 plastics. So specifically in the medical imaging context where they use a lot of contrast bottles. That one I'm not 100% sure about. I don't know, Chris, if you can comment on that at all. I'm not sure. I personally haven't been involved in looking at any of the glass recycling. As far as I understand, the city of Woodstock does take it. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have too much more information on that one.
I can't answer that question either, but I haven't dealt with glass and contrast. If we do get the information, we could find that answer to the person who's asked that question and get back to them.
Yeah.
Can you two, if we don't have it already, put your info in the chat or in the Q&A, whatever you prefer?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, sure. Yeah. So, and Tyler, I think just making a comment here at the end. So I think that covers it. Is that correct, Chris and Ryan?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, excellent. Yeah. Look, amazing stuff. You know, such great work, both of you, really impressive. I think everyone knows that biodiversity is near and dear to my heart. It makes me think, Autumn, we need to have a biodiversity award. So we got to figure that one out for next time. Exciting again to see all the winners. Congratulations, everyone. And I do want to say it's a good turnout today, and we'll have more people watching later. We are trying to develop a community of sustainable leaders, both in the hospitals and our community partners, vendors outside the hospital. And we are thinking of ways of getting people together. And I can just sort of see from this chat the value of sharing information from site to site. And there's a couple people in our group who are working on that. So keep your eye out for that. I hope in January we're able to tell you what we're going to do, but likely a lunch hour sort of meeting to talk with our vendors and with each other about how we can all do better. And finally, I'm going to hand back to Autumn now to give everyone a few details on the sustainability efforts made by our Green Hospital of the Year award winners. So back to you, Autumn.
Thanks, Miles. So yeah, as Miles said, I just want to go through some of the strategies being undertaken by our Green Hospital of the Year award winners. Just want to recognize some of the really great things that they're doing and show maybe some of the reasons why they won this award. So Shelt Hospital was our community peer group Green Hospital of the Year award winner. And Shelt Hospital is a 38-bed facility in Shelt that also serves the community of Langdale, Gibsons, Roberts Creek, Half Moon Bay, and Pender Harbor. Today, the hospital serves more than 33,000 year-round registrants, with the second largest cohort of seniors in British Columbia. Targeting LEED Gold certification, Shelt Hospital was designed with the goal of becoming North America's first carbon neutral hospital. In addition to a high performance building envelope, the project includes 125 boreholes, each 250 feet deep, which provide a source of zero carbon energy for heating and cooling the building. Other design strategies have included electricity from a 19 kilowatt photovoltaic array, green and white roofs, reducing solar heat gain, passive design strategies such as solar shading and operable windows, allowing for natural ventilation. Their lighting is equipped with occupancy sensors, and they have exhaust air recovery ventilation. Shelt is on target to achieve 40% energy savings when compared to other LEED Gold certified hospitals. And they also have a regenerative farm next door to start providing produce to the hospital. Forgot to change the slide. So for Humber River Hospital, they were our academic winner for the Green Hospital of the Year award. Humber River Health is a 656 acute care bed facility. They're proud to be recognized as a case study in world-class energy efficiency by Greening Healthcare. They have established a vision of being lean, green, and digital at the outset of the construction and development of their facility. Humber River Health has LEED Gold certification with a building designed to use 40% less energy than model National Energy Code for buildings. Thanks to this model, HRH's energy savings have totaled a lot over 30 years. Their gas consumption has provided the biggest energy reductions from HVAC scheduling, high efficient heat recovery chillers, high efficient enthalpy wheels recovering from heat from exhaust air. And their overall electricity use is lower due to ventilation system scheduling and controls during unoccupied periods, low static pressure air handling systems design, advanced lighting controls, advanced building envelope design, including smart glass with dynamic tint. They also have green roofing visible from a majority of the patient rooms and treatment areas of the hospital, which contributes to heat island reduction. If we go back and look at this picture, you can see how much green roof they have, which I think just looks so much more beautiful. All right, and then we have Baycrest Hospital, which is the Green Hospital of the Year award winner for our non-acute peer group. Baycrest is a global leader in geriatric residential living, healthcare research, innovation, and education with a special focus on brain health and aging. Baycrest provides care to approximately 1,200 people daily through a continuum of services that includes wellness programs, residential housing, and outpatient clinics. They have a 472-bed nursing home and a 300-bed continuing care hospital facility with an acute care unit. They have core values of efficiency, concern for the environment, and financial responsibility. They developed an energy conservation and demand management plan, which outlines specific actions and measures to promote environmental stewardship and shows how the hospital will reduce overall energy consumption, operating costs, and GHG emissions. They have fully integrated energy management into practices by considering indoor environmental quality, operational efficiency, and sustainability sourced resources. They have prominent focus on energy management and can expect to achieve a 23% reduction in annual electricity consumption and a 25% reduction in annual natural gas consumption. In 2021 alone, Baycrest saw a 24.57% reduction in natural gas and electricity usage from their baseline year, which was 2018. This is thanks to actions such as energy awareness, LED lighting retrofits, HVAC replacement and retrofits, and elevator modernization, and more. And then our final Green Hospital of the Year award winner was 4 Counties Health Services. So they were the winner for the small peer group, which is clear, with their 12-bed acute care hospital. 4 Counties Health is a primary care facility providing emergency care, diagnostic services, and rehabilitation. They serve approximately 23,000 residents and is located in the village of Newbury at the intersection of Lambton, Kent, Middlesex, and Elgin counties. 4 Counties has been probably one of our longest participants. They have been doing the Green Hospital Scorecard since 2014, so quite a long time. In 2020 and 2021, their recycling program helped increase recycling collection by 16.8 metric tons. They also have a really big commitment to energy conservation and efficiency. They have seen a 10% reduction in natural gas use from 2017 to 2021. Their 2019 and 2022 to 2022 projects for reducing energy included replacement of inverted roof covering, replacement of the steam boiler, windows, and air handling units. They have continued monitoring and verification of energy conservation measures. Their new and continuing goals for 2019 and 2023 include implementing strategic energy management practices, such as establishing purchasing specifications for energy efficient equipment and services. All right, and that is all. Obviously, I cannot answer questions about those specific hospitals, but if anyone has any questions about the awards, what the Green Hospital Scorecard looks like, I'm happy to answer them now. We did really well in terms of time today. We had blocked out until 1:30, so the fact that it's only 1 is really, really great. And yeah, I want to thank our sponsors for being here, our attendees for joining us today, and I want to extend a personal congratulations to all of our award winners for your outstanding achievements towards environmental sustainability. I am very grateful to be able to be a part of the awards for another year. And Miles, anything you would like to say?
Do you want me to ask a question, Autumn?
If
No,
you have a question.
No, I don't have any questions. Thank you all for coming today. I don't see any questions popping up. And congratulations again, everybody. Very exciting. And I hope to see you all in the new year with our new idea that we're going to start doing at lunch hours, I hope. And have a great day, everybody.
Yeah, thank you all again. If you want to reach out to me and have any questions about your scorecards or about the awards, my email is up on the screen. Also, the best way to stay up to date with everything Green Hospital Scorecard, when we're going to be doing the data call in the next year, all that good stuff will be in our digest. You're also able to contact me anytime with questions. So again, thank you all and have a great rest of your day. Take care.